night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in.
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down, we don't have to go out. Welcome to my house, play that music too loud. Show me what you do now, we don't have to go out. Welcome to my house.
Once again.
Morning comes and you know that you wanna stay. Close the blinds, let's pretend that the time has changed. Keep our clothes on the floor, open up champagne. Let's continue tonight, come on, celebrate. That's how we do, sometimes you gotta stay in. And you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in.
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down, we don't have to go out.
Welcome to my house, play that music too loud. Show me what you do now, we don't have to go out. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house.
Once again.
Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves, and everybody's watching her, but she's looking at you. shocks every time she moves. And everybody's watching her, but she's looking at
All right, everybody, good morning. Hope you guys are having a great Thursday. Well, it's Thursday over here. I don't know what day it is for you guys. Could be in the future, could be in the past. I don't know. Let's get it cracking here. Where am I? There we go. Hello, everybody. Where's the camera? Wait, the camera's here. Remember to look here. The camera's all changed. There's changes going on. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great day. Let's start with some shout-outs. I see there's some new people in the chat. Hello, Armando. What's up, buddy? Lolly's in the house. Hello, Lolly. This is easier, actually. I can see you guys here, and I can mess with you, can crunch you up in a ball. Amanda. Hello, Amanda. Nadie's back. Hello, Nadie. Enrique's back, so I feel some Brazilians in the house. More Brazilians. Very nicey. I like a Brazilian so much. Spend the time together. Love it so much. Very nice. Who else? Francisco, new to the channel. Welcome, buddy. Glad to have you here. Adilka. And again, if you guys are new, please tell us where you're from. I'm sensing a lot of Brazilians in the chat today, which is cool. But tell us where you're from. Give us your name and which country you're from or which area of Brazil you're from as well. Rafael's in the house. Another Brazilian in the house. Awesome. Cheyenne, hello. Rosa's back. Hello, Rosa. How you doing? Judith is back. She's going to keep me honest and make sure that I'm doing she's my right hand. I need Judith to keep me on track, otherwise I go all over. So we got an interesting topic for you guys today. Today we're going to be talking about space. Yeah, so let's talk about some space here. That's not the space I wanted. That's not it. Let's go over here. Where are we going? This one, this kind of space. We're going to talk about space. We're going to go for a little travel. And the cool thing about this one is if you go to YouTube, you can get a live feed from space. So check this out. Go here. Check out your YouTube. It's cool. I'm going to be looking all over the place because we've moved the camera now. And I want you guys to check this out. I want you to take a look at space. Show you a video of that. And today that's what we're going to be talking about, which is a cool topic. Live space camera. And there you go. So you can check out what's going on in space right now. And it's kind of cool. Oh, there's music. Oh, very nice. There's music there. There's a guy's hand. I hope he's alive. But maybe I'll mute that. But you can check it out. And you can kind of watch a live space feed, what's going on there, which is kind of cool. And maybe throw on some music. Maybe it's kind of relaxing. Check it out. I kind of like it. So I think this person is not, nope, they're moving. See, they're okay. They're all right. They're doing some work up there, which is what they usually do. But every now and then they turn the camera and they give a little wave from space, which is cool. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about space. So you are checking out Smrt. So for you guys who are new, let me bring that up for you. This is the Smrt channel, Smrt on YouTube. You can check us out on YouTube. What we do is we teach you the English every week. That's not the one. That's not the right one. But we keep you smart. We keep you honest and learning all the time. Come check us out. Today we're going to be working on a particular unit from the Smrt feed, so we're going to get into that. And you can also check us out on Discord. So Discord is a good way to keep in touch with anybody you meet in the chat. You can go here and you can get in. I'll throw you the links as well if you want to go in here. A good way to keep in touch with people you meet during the class. So let's get into it. Let me give you the lesson that you're going to be working with today. We're going to talk about space. We're going to do some research about space. And you guys are going to build some good vocabulary to talk about space as well. So here you go. It's in the chat. Please take that document, open it up. And we're going to start off with a few discussion questions because that's the way we like to do. Warm it up. So the first question, oops, I gave you the wrong one. Wait, did I give you the right one? I hope I did. I think I did. Student copy. No, we got the right one. Cool. Question of the day. Oh, how do I get this away from my head? Content image. I'm going to disappear for a second. Boom. Okay, here we go. So the question of the day is this. Would you pay money to go into space? And if yes, how much money would you pay to go into space for 1 hour? Okay, this is your question of the day. So please tell me, what do you think about this? What would you pay to go into space for 1 hour? Is it something you'd like to do or something you're not really interested in? Tell me, what do you think about that? So I think for me, you know, how much space would be cool. Of course, you're going to be floating around. You're going to be without gravity, which would be interesting. How much would you pay for that experience? So tell me your answer. Put it into the chat. Tell us what you think about it, and we'll have a chat. What's it worth to you? What's skydiving worth to you? What's going to space worth to you? What do you guys think? How much would I pay for this thing? Hello, Gratuitas. What's up? How are you? So tell me your answer. What do you guys think? Let's have a little space chat. Let me inspire you with some space background. So there we go. You can think about space. That could be you floating around in the atmosphere. Nady, do you have $10 million? I'm trying to have like a realistic. Can you drink beer in space? I think you can. Myron? I think you can, but you got to be real careful. It would float to your mouth. So you'd have to like be very careful shooting it. Otherwise, your beer would get lost everywhere and it'd be everywhere. Hello, Sima. Come on in. So this is the question. Can you drink beer in space? That would be great. That would be interesting. I would go if it's free. I don't know, Hanan. I don't know if it's going to be free in the future. Probably you're going to have to pay some money to do this, but it'll probably be cheaper in the future. So it won't be super expensive. Maybe it'll be like skydiving. $5,000 per hour, Armando. Okay, little more. This is a little more realistic price. Like you'd like to do it. It's going to be a lot of money. Nady, no, not feeling it. Not feeling the space. You don't want to float around in space. That's a good question. How much is realistic for people to pay? Because, you know, these days they do have these space tours, and they're happening now, but they cost tons of cash, right? You have to pay a lot of money for this. Oh, what's going on? Something's happening. They're doing work. I guess they're always working out there. I don't think we have enough money to afford this kind of luxury. I agree with you, Judith. You're probably right. But just imagine somebody said, hey, you know, what would you pay? What would be the maximum amount of money that you would pay to do this? Oh, there he is. Look, he, she. There's somebody there. They're doing some work. A little more than normal travel. Okay, so a little bit more than your regular take. Who knows? Maybe if you live long enough in Hike, you'll be able to go to space as well. It'd be interesting, but nowadays I'm not interested. Okay, Gertrudis her head is firmly planted in the ground. She's okay. Doesn't need that. You're right, Long. It does cost a lot of money. You don't have a chance to go into it. You're probably right. You probably don't. But just for fun, just for a conversation, what would be like your max? I think for me, I mean, space would be cool. I guess the more you think about it, the more you research, you could get even more interested in it as well, right? Myron, $5,000, I prefer to have one party with my friends with a lot of beer and meat. That's a good Brazilian answer, right? Just have a party instead. Maybe everybody could wear a space costume, like an astronaut. It could be a space party on Earth. That could be fun. There we go. Look at that. Look at that shot, though. That's pretty cool. Seeing that would be pretty amazing, right? Like looking at your country or whatever as like, you know, a small little spot. I don't know. I would pay a little bit of money to do that. I think I'd pay some for that. So there you go. Interesting topic. And maybe in the future you'll be able to go there. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to jump into a few questions. And we're going to talk about these first. And then after that, we're going to jump in and we're going to go watch a video. And we're going to learn a little bit of something about space. All right. Lolly's ready to go into debt for life to go to space. Okay. Yeah, you probably would have to, right, for that money. Let's see here. We got a few questions. Let's warm up with one of these questions here. Actually, you know what? Let's just go here. I'm going to jump in here. And I would like you guys to tell me I'm going to give you a different question here. What do you know about space? So I'm going to change this question. What words in English, let's make that a little bigger. What words in English do you know to describe space? Okay, so let's do a little vocab building here. How do you describe space? So space is two, spaces with colors, features. So for example, I'm going to give you a new word here. If you don't know this word is vast. And it's an adjective, so meaning large area. So what's a good definition of vast? Vast. Okay, of a very great extent or quantity. Immense, so it just means huge, extensive, expansive, right? All these words there, and there's a few others in there which could be. So how would you describe space? That's the question here. Hello, Ziad. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Hello, Sarah. Spacious. Space is spacious. I agree with you. There's a good word for space. It's a little different meaning, but yeah, okay, there we go. Space is spacious, like a nice car. Immense, good word. So good, immense, meaning huge, right? A huge area, similar to vast. Vast, you think of space. The ocean is vast. Space is vast, right? Immense as well. What else would you use? Think about colors. Think about feelings. Think about temperatures. Think about yeah. Think about anything that people might use to describe space. Hello, Sarah. Bello, Kent. Bello. Wide. Is space wide or is space infinite? Right? Because this is a word that people use. I think they don't know if space has limits or limitless. So they think of it as infinite. Like there's no, so it can't be wide and it can't be narrow unless you know more than me, Ziad, which is possible, very possible. So I'm not sure if there's a wide, if it can be wide or if it's just infinite or vast because we don't know dimensions of space. What else would you use to describe it? Infinite, so no limit. Another word you might use. Immense, huge, so let's just put that there as well. Huge. Spacious, lots of space, of course. All right, hey there, Borka, what's up? Come on in. As to feelings, I think you want ominous. Okay, let's see here. Ominous. It's a good definition of ominous. Giving the impression that something bad. Ooh, threatening. Good word. Okay. Nice word. I like it. Ominous. So space is ominous, like kind of like dangerous, threatening. Nice one. What else we got? Mysterious. Indeed. It's full of mystery. How do I spell this word? Mysterious. There we go. All right, very nice. I like it. Dark. Indeed. Indeed, it's dark. What else here? Let's see what I can find here. How to describe space. Let's see what Google tells me. I like talking to Google sometimes, or Siri. Siri's my buddy. Oh, okay. This is pretty specific here. What else you guys? What do you guys got? Dark, starry. Good word. Starry. Lots of stars. A vacuum. Okay, so maybe like a vacuum, something like this, right? It sucks you out. Oh wait, I need that one as well. Like a vacuum. Maybe there's a word for this. Maybe we say vacuumous or something like that. Like it's always like this. Sufficient, thrilling. Yeah, maybe space is thrilling. I'm going to give you a new word here, and the word is eerie, and I don't know how to spell eerie. I think that's correct. It is eerie. It's kind of like creepy, if you know creepy, like a little bit scary, because it's dark and it's quiet, right? And you only hear yourself. That's kind of creepy. So I think eerie would be a similar way to say that. What are we talking about, Dottie? We're talking about space. Check it out. We're talking about beautiful space and mysterious space. And what we're going to be doing later, after we talk about a bit of vocab, we're going to watch a video. We're going to learn about some interesting facts about space. Ziad, I'm sure there's lots of parking space in space. I'm sure you're right. Confined? I don't know if you'd feel confined, because confined is when you feel like you don't have a lot of space. So I don't, maybe the opposite, right? What else we got here? Uninhabitable. Ooh, good word. Uninhabitable. Greed. And maybe connected to that, cannot, no life there. Not able to live there. And the other one, uninhabitable, what was the word I was thinking about? Inhospitable. No, was that the one I was looking at? Uninhabitable, inhospitable, something like that. I was thinking of another word. I forgot it. I lost it. What do we got here? Silent. Yeah, let's use the adjective there. Silent. It's very quiet. You can't hear anything. No sound. Wide open. Again, I don't know, like wide open has the idea that there's some limit around it for me, right? So if you say space is wide open, well, okay, I guess it is wide open. Yeah. All right, Zed, you win. Space is wide open. Okay. So lots of adjectives we're using here. Good. Oh, thank you, Judith. You know what? That makes way more sense than what I wrote. Eerie. Thank you. Eerie. That makes way more sense. Thank you. Ample. Constellations. All right, so it has, Adriana, it has constellations, so I'll just add that as well. So what are constellations? Let's take a look here. Maybe you guys know this, constellations. And let's take a look at that. So if you look at space, you have all these things, right? You have all these patterns which people have identified. So these are all constellations. Very nice. Okay, cool. What else we got here? Cold. Yeah, definitely cold, Gertrudis. I think you're right about that. Ample, and again, ample sounds like a lot of space. Aliens. Extraterrestrial. How about that? Terrestrial. ET, right? So again, what does ET mean? Not normal, not from Earth. Or unexplainable, I believe. Is it unexplainable? Let's take a look here. So extraterrestrial. And definition. There we go. Awesome. ET. Perfect example. Of or outside the Earth. Aha. Okay, so there we go. There's your definition. Of or outside the Earth or its atmosphere. So something not from Earth. Extraterrestrial. Good definition right there. Boom. So again, if you guys are new to the class, all of the stuff that we're talking about today, I'm putting in a document and sharing it with you. So you'll be able to take the document at the end of class and you'll have all the words, anything that you learned today, you'll have a copy of it when you leave. All right, very nice. Mesmerizing, good word. Mesmerizing. Like you become so super fascinating. Like you look at space and you're kind of like, whoa, right? If you smoke too much of something, you might be mesmerized by something. Green spaces, yeah, there's no green spaces. Unless you find another planet, which I don't think we've landed on yet. Explosions, gaps, intriguing, yeah, I agree with intriguing, all of those things. Unexplored, there's another one as well. All right, very nice. All right, so here's what we're going to do next. Now I'm going to send you off into internet space, and I want you guys to do this for me. I would like you guys to find some cool facts about space. So here we go. This is what I want you to do. So go here, and I'd like you to do this. So let me disappear for a sec, just to put that up there. So question is, what do you know about space? Search. So I'd like you to search this here. I'd like you to search facts about space. And then we're going to share what we've learned about space, and we're also, oh yeah, good word, inhospitable. And we're going to share that info with each other, and we're also going to explain some of the vocab because we're going to need to understand. So this is what I'd like you to do. Go to your Google, go over here, go to the top, and I'd like you to search facts about space. Boom. And then I'd like you guys to go choose any of these websites, try a few different websites. Space.com is probably a good start. And I would like you guys to share some interesting facts about space. And while we do this, we're also going to talk about the vocab we need. Oh, thank you, Judith. Yes, she's helping me out. You know I'm not the smartest guy out there. So she's helping me with my spelling, which apparently needs a lot of work. Thank you. So anyways, there's a lot of websites here. I would like you to run away. I would like you to travel into internet space and find some interesting, cool facts, interesting stuff that you can share with us about space. All right, so go teleport out of here. Choose any of these websites that here. I want you to come back and let's share a few facts. You share them in the chat here, and I'm going to post them into the document as well. And we're going to talk about what they are. And after that, we're going to watch a video and take a look at those as well. So this is what we're going to call it. Interesting facts about space. All right, so go ahead, get out there, do some research. And when you're ready, you post it into the chat. I'm going to share it with everybody in this document. We're going to talk about it. We're going to pick out the vocabulary. What does it mean? How do we use it? That kind of stuff. So let's go there and let's check it out. Let's find some interesting facts. 100 interesting facts. 20 awesome facts. Weirdest facts? I think we have a winner. So let's check out some weird facts about space. Let's see here. Hopefully they're nice and short. I don't want huge explanation, just something nice. All right, so here's a little fact right here. Uranus, there's a joke in there, is tilted on its side. Okay, so there you go. But what is your side in space? I guess it's somehow not level. What do we got here? Okay, you guys are weighing in. You got more than me. Judith has one. Scientists have discovered ice spewing. Ooh, good word. Oh, I like this. Let's talk about this one. Scientists have discovered ice spewing. Do you know spew? It's a great word, and it's fun to say. So spew is kind of like vomit, and we also say barf. So let me add that to your document. Great word. All right, so spew basically means vomit. So you spew, and let me give you another way to say that. You can also say vomit. You can also say barf, classic. You can also say Ralph. I don't know why Ralph. You know the name Ralph? You can also say Ralph, and it means vomit. Oh, do you know there are like so many ways to say vomit? I can't tell you. And throw up. Throw up is the other one. We always say throw up. It's kind of the phrasal verb way to say it. So there's a million ways to say vomit. You need to learn 2 today. So spew. So you know what it means, right? So I'm just going to write vomit here. There we go. So that's the thing they're saying. Scientists have discovered ice, so spewing, shooting, kind of like shooting ice volcanoes on Pluto, while Mars is a truly grand canyon. Oh, okay, Mars is home to the Grand Canyon, you know, in the United States, the Big Canyon. So Mars also has a truly grand canyon, the size of the United States. Interesting fact, I like that. Hanan says, on Venus, a day is longer than a year. Okay, interesting. This is interesting. And if you've seen that movie, there's that movie, what's it called? Interstellar? This is an awesome movie. This is your homework. I would like you to watch this movie if you haven't seen this movie. It's all about space. It's pretty awesome. And it's about traveling to other universes, other galaxies, looking for a new home. Because maybe in the future, worst case scenario, everything gets destroyed. The Earth starts, losing its ability to be sustainable, and people need to travel. All right, so that's the topic. That's your homework. Pretty good homework. Go watch that movie. It's pretty cool. I recommend it. Lolly says the sunset on Mars appears blue. That is kind of cool. Ziad, the hottest planet in our solar system is 450 degrees Celsius. Okay, and what is the hottest planet? Which one is it? Nady, although Mercury is the nearest planet to the sun, it is not the hottest. Okay, interesting. Yes, Julian, I did miss you. Get in here. We're talking about space, and we're even watching space videos. Check it out. See, there's a spaceman in the background. So come on in. We're looking at interesting facts about space. Nobody knows how many stars are in space. Yeah, right? For sure. There is quite a few. Venus is the hottest. Borka says there are some objects in space which radiate. Great word, radiate. I might have to use Google for this explanation. So much energy that we do not know what processes are going on there. Oh, that's interesting. So your new word of the day is radiate. And you can radiate love. You can radiate a lot. That's basically what radiate looks like, kind of like this. So let's look at the meaning here. And let's go here. So radiate means to emit, give, kind of give. Energy, especially light, heat. So you could irradiate love, you could irradiate rays or waves. Usually we use it for science. We don't always radiate love. Sometimes you could radiate a smell. Lots of things you could radiate. So let's add that one. So that's your word of the day is radiate. What do you radiate? Very nice. Next one. A full NASA spacesuit costs $12 million. Wow. Okay, that's pretty crazy. Spacesuit. So this little suit here, a spacesuit, is going to cost $12 million for that. That is pretty crazy suit. Wow. Okay. What else we got? There may be planets. There may be a planet made out of diamonds. Interesting. Adnan says, how are your dads? Not sure what's going on, Adnan. Dad's what? How am I? I'm great, Adnan. I'm doing all right. How are you doing? You doing all right? How are you? Maybe change that there. How are you? And I'm great. I hope you're doing well. Costa says, you can't cry in space. Therefore, we won't find happiness. No, Costas, won't find happiness because you can't. Matt Damon, yeah, he's been to space. You've seen his movie, right? And he just like fixed everything, right? What did he do? What did he say? I have to science the shit out of this. He just took care of business. Venus is the hottest. What else we got here? You can radiate a feeling of fear. Yes, you can. And animals can smell your fear, so don't show your fear. Nady says, in the space, the sin of your feet. In space, the skin of your feet peels off. Really? Okay. Why your feet? Why just your feet? Not your hands? Not anything else? Just your feet? And he gets seen Interstellar, and in the final scene, the perspective of time in several rooms is crazy. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting movie. I don't know. I like the director, Christopher Nolan. He's damn good. So that's why I really like that movie. Skin. There we go. Okay. 1 day in Venus is longer than 1 year. Those are crazy. I don't really understand that. Maybe it's just about the amount of time, the revolution, something like that. That must be what it's about, right? The revolution, how long it takes. Lali says, if two pieces of metal touch in space, they will permanently bond. Well, that's interesting. Adilka says, in space, the skin, your gray peels off. You got that. Something peels off. That's what I'm getting. Your gray peels off. Judith says, Venus is a hellish planet. Okay, there's a good word for you. Like hell, very hot, high temperature, high pressure environment on its surface. And that's a good word you can use to describe space. Surface. So let's say the surface, because we usually say the surface. So the surface is, of course, the outside of something. Anything, basically. The surface of your skin, the surface of the earth, all that stuff. Ziad said, if two pieces of the same metal, type of metal, touch in space, they will permanently bond. Oh, that's what they're saying. So two of the same types of metal permanently bond. So there's a new word for you. Bond is connect. And you can bond metals, and you can also bond people. Like people, your parents and you bond. You and your best friend bond. When you go fishing with your dad, the expectation is that you will bond with your dad. So connect, basically. There is floating water in space. Okay, I kind of figured that. But it's got to be ice, I guess. Judah says, water, ice, was once considered a rare substance in space. But now we know we just weren't looking in the right places. In fact, water ice exists all over the solar system. Okay. So ice, yeah, a different kind of water ice, but not other kinds of ice. And the moon was once a piece of the earth. Yeah, I feel like I knew that. Or wasn't the moon a bunch of comets that kind of hit together and then it just kept growing and growing and growing? There's a TV show that you guys should check out. If you like space, I totally recommend this TV show. Cosmos TV series. This one is pretty cool. And you learn a lot about space, you learn a lot about history of Earth, you learn a lot about everything, and it will, here's a new word for you, blow your mind, because you'll realize how big space is, right? And it's just, it makes you just, it's just a mind blower, you know what I mean? So your other homework, in addition to watching Interstellar, could be check out this documentary if you like space stuff. And if you do, that could be a good one for you to check out. All right, so I think we're good. We got a lot of stuff here. Volcano on Mars is 3 times the size of Everest. Hello from Palestine. Hello, Dina. So we got one question here. And Hike says, what are the words for the rotation of the planets in their own orbit and around the sun? I think it's that one, no? Isn't it orbit? That they orbit, as a verb, they orbit around the sun. It's okay, Dina. You haven't missed. We're still working on it. We're still talking about space, so you're right in time. Jump in and join us. I think that's what it is. I think the rotation of the planet is the orbit. They rotate is this, and orbit, of course, is like when they travel around something. So I think you're right in Hike. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set you guys up with a space video, and we're going to check out some interesting facts about space, and we're also going to talk about the vocab. So I'm going to take out my pen, and I'm going to write down a little bit of vocabulary while we're watching this video. You guys feel free to do the same. Check out a few words that you're going to see while we're watching the videos, and after we're done watching the videos, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about it, and then maybe we'll create our own sentences or our own questions to do with space using the new vocabulary that we learned today. All right, let's do a few more. We've got a couple more. I like the fact that I come by with a myriad of new words. You mean like from space or from the class? Well, either way, I hope you're getting a myriad of new words. That's always good, right? Improve yourself. Edgar's in the house. Hello, Edgar. What's up? In mathematics, space is an I like that word, unbounded continuum. Like a continuation, it keeps going, and unbounded, like no restrictions. Boom. Word of the day, unbounded continuum. Sometimes I feel like an unbounded continuum. Sometimes. Jose is in the house. Missions will go closer to our sun than ever before. I guess they will. They got it. They're going to get closer and closer until they burn up. Microbial life is now considered so likely on Mars that scientists take special precautions. Good word, precautions. So when you have to be careful, you have to take precautions. Good word. Careful safety steps, I guess I could say. Safety measures or steps. Okay, precautions. Very nice word. So it's so likely that they take precautions to sterilize. New word. Sterilize. What does sterilize mean? So if you have a lot of, like for example, imagine you cut yourself and you have a big open wound. You have to put something to clean it, right? So maybe alcohol, whiskey, like in the movies. You sterilize the wound, so you clean it so there's no bacteria, no infection. So sterilize, to kill, I guess it would be to kill bacteria. To kill bacteria and remove it. Good word. Germs free? Yes. Hello, Rita. Nice to see you. I'm good. We're talking about space here. It's an exciting day. So come on in. We're just about to watch a video with some interesting facts on space. So I think we'll jump into that. So what I'm going to do, you guys feel free to do it as well. I got my paper and a pen. I'm going to write down a few words that we learned from this. So I'm going to show you this video. Check it out. I'm going to disappear. We're going to show you some interesting facts about space. Then we're going to come back, talk about it, and use some of the vocab just to describe it as well. So here we go. I'm going to disappear and cue up our space video. Not that one, but this one here. And here we go. 30 amazing facts about space.
From the space station witnessing around 15 sunrises and 15 sunsets every day, to spacesuits costing $12 million, we check out 30 fun and amazing facts about space. The International Space Station is the most expensive object ever built, at $150 billion. In 1962, the US blew up a hydrogen bomb in space that was 100 times more powerful than Hiroshima. You can't cry in space because your tears won't ever fall. In 1977, we received a signal from deep space that lasted 72 seconds. We still don't know how or where it came from. Sex is banned aboard the International Space Station. In 1963, a cat called Felicette became the first feline in space. Inside an astronaut's helmet, there's a Velcro patch that serves as a scratcher. Astronauts on the International Space Station exercise about 2 hours per day. Astronauts on the International Space Station witness around 15 sunrises and 15 sunsets every day. Astronauts come from America. Space explorers from Russia are called cosmonauts. It is impossible to whistle in a spacesuit. A spacesuit costs $12 million. According to astronauts, space smells like seared steak, hot metal, and welding fumes. The International Space Station is as roomy as a 5-bedroom house and travels at 17,500 miles per hour. The third country in space after the US and USSR was Canada, which was considered to have the most advanced space program in 1962. Most astronauts become 2 inches taller in space. To our eyes, in space, the sun would appear white, not yellow. There is a water reservoir floating in space that is equivalent to 140 trillion times all the water in the world's oceans. Apollo 13, Armageddon, and Around the World in 80 Days are among the movies NASA keeps aboard the International Space Station. NASA is developing 3D printed pizzas for astronauts. An astronaut threw a boomerang while visiting the International Space Station, and it returned to him, even in the absence of gravity. The first man-made object in space was the German V2 rocket. Humans can live unprotected in space for about 30 seconds if they don't hold their breath. The Great Wall of China is not visible from space, but China's air pollution is. On the International Space Station, urine passes through a special water treatment plant that turns it into drinking water. Tortoises orbited the moon before astronauts did. They were sent to test a Russian space probe. NASA scientists have discovered stars that are cool enough to touch. Astronauts in space can't tell if their bladders are full. They're trained to relieve themselves every 2 hours. The International Space Station is about the size of a football field. Saturn's rings are not solid. They're made up of bits of ice, dust, and rock. Remember to subscribe for more fact videos every week.
All right, so there we go. You've been educated. You've learned some facts about space. So question is, which vocab did you pick up, and what was, I'll put this in the chat, what was the most interesting fact? Some of them were pretty cool. Some of them were pretty weird. What did you guys think of the video? What did you pick up in terms of new words? So if you got any questions, please throw them into the chat. But there we go. A little bit of facts about space. Educate you about the space and what's going on up there. So one of the words that I got from the whole thing was blow up. Exactly, Lolly. You're blowing up right now. So blow up is another way. It's a phrasal verb that we use to say explode. Right? A bomb explodes. A bomb blows up. And sometimes when your cell phone is ringing, some people are like, "Oh, my cell phone's blowing up." Boom, boom, right? Or blowing up can also mean you might use it in, like, if you're at a party and something is going crazy, you might say the party is blowing up. So there you go. You can use it in a lot of different ways. Urinate, yeah. That was pretty disgusting, I'll be honest with you. So I will add that to your list of words. Urinate is the kind of the technical way to say go to the bathroom, right? Take a pee. You urinate, and what did the astronauts do? They clean their urine and then they drink it again. So it goes through a water treatment system and then they drink their own pee. That's pretty gross, but at least it's treated. There you go. So urine is your word, your space word of the day. Urine, and I don't know how to explain it, so I'm just going to write pee. There we go. And if you don't know that, you got to Google it. What else we got here? You can't cry in space. Yeah, so I guess you're incapable of crying. That's an interesting one. Boomerang, rocket. Right, Lolly, you're throwing words at me. Are these all words that you want to know the meaning, or you already know the meaning? Because I think you boomerang. You know a boomerang, the one where you throw it and it goes when it comes back to you. So they said that they successfully, some guy brought a boomerang from, like an Australian one, threw it in space, and it actually came back. That's interesting. What else we got? Rockets. nuclear bomb more powerful in space than the one in that they dropped in Japan. That was crazy, right? Hello, Juvin. How you doing? Come on in, buddy. We're talking about space at the moment. Orbited, yeah. Okay, yeah, exactly. So Judith said Velcro use on a suit helmet. So Velcro is that, connecting material. Like sometimes you have, remember before you could like tie your shoes, you had the Velcro shoes, like that, Velcro. Yes, Gertrude, sex is banned. So the verb you need to know is banned, and it means not allowed. So no sex, no fun time on the space station, only business, only the other kind of business. All right, what else we got here? Astronauts, cosmonauts, yeah, they grow 2 inches in space. And that's interesting because that's probably about gravity, right? So gravity actually makes you shrink. Good one. How can a boomerang come back in space? I have no idea. You could be right, Costas. Maybe it doesn't. It doesn't make sense, does it? Why would it turn? It doesn't make sense. Sarah, equivalent. So again, what do these words mean? Equivalent. Equal. An equal amount. I have to use the same word to explain that word. Same amount. The same amount, equivalent. There we go. Sex is usually an interesting topic. 3D printed pizza in space. Yes, that was kind of funny. So you cannot see. So there you go. So that's an urban myth. When the people say, oh yeah, the only thing you can see from space is the Great Wall of China. Not true. It's been debunked. You can only see the pollution from China. You can't see the wall. All right, so what else did I get from here? Ben, roomy. So here's another word they used, roomy. What does roomy mean? Maybe you've seen this before. I feel like you know this one already. What does it mean if a place is roomy? Yeah, Lolly, exactly. You don't want to go to space anymore. It doesn't sound like a party, does it? Roomy means a lot of space, basic. And it's another way to say spacious. So there you go. There was another new word that came up. Man-made. So again, made by people. Anything that people make. So basically, everything we have is man-made. So it's an adjective made by people. There's another new word that came up. What else? So yeah, the 3D printed word. Another word we had, probe. What is a probe? Does anybody know this one? So there we go. What is a probe? Spacious, yes, Saima, correct. Man-made object, correct. Something that people made. What is a probe? I think I'm going to have to get a good definition here for this one. I know what it is, but I can't explain it. So that's another thing they said here. Okay, this is the one they want. Physically explore or examine something. So if you have a probe, sometimes they send a probe into space. So it's like a machine. You send somewhere to examine, to check, to look at everything. So it's usually a machine. I'll use it that way, a machine too. To physically explore and examine. So a probe. Everybody says if aliens come here, they probably probe us, but who knows? Bladder. So, Lolly, do you know these words, or are you just throwing them out as new words? Bladder. Yeah, bladder. Google that one, all right? I don't want to explain. It's where you hold your pee. You know what I mean? What's up, Salua? You got a question? So there we go. That was an interesting one about space. And let's see what else we got here. Yeah, that one was really interesting, right, Borka? Interesting that there was a signal from outer space and that they can't decipher it. Good new word. Let me add that one. Decipher. So if you speak another language and you say something to me, I don't understand you, so I have to decipher what are you trying to say. So apparently, I guess NASA received a signal from space, 72 seconds long, I think they said, and they don't know what it is, and they don't know what it means, but they got a signal. So something, possibly out there, sent a signal. That's cool. I want to learn more about that, actually. That's interesting. Tomography. Gertrudis, what is tomography? You've given me a new word that I need to learn. What does that mean? Tomography. A technique for displaying a representation of a cross-section through a human body or other solid object using X-rays or ultrasound. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it's a way of seeing what something is made of or other object, like using X-rays or ultrasound. Oh, okay. Anyways, very interesting. Acne, Alan? Why acne? Is it a problem in space? My image is shaping when I'm talking. Oh yeah, it is a little bit. I'll have to fix that. I'm going to work on it. We got to put this camera in a new position. I think that's the problem. But anyway, so there we go. Decipher to understand a unclear message, kind of this idea. So there we go. So those are some of the things that they talked about, and those are pretty interesting. So let me go through a few of these again, and let's have a general chat about some of them, because some of them were kind of cool. So let me throw this up behind me, and let's talk about some of these. So I'm going to disappear for 1 sec. Let's look at a few of these here. So one of them was 15 beautiful sunrises every day. That was kind of cool. Let's see a few of them here. Let's jump ahead. There we go. Hydrogen bomb. You cannot cry in space because your tears won't even fall. In 1977, this is the interesting one. In 1977, we received a signal, and again, a signal is something like a radio or something like a sound, right, from deep space that continued for 72 seconds. We still don't know how or where it came from. All right, so that's going to lead us to our next question, which I think we need to talk about. Do aliens exist? And what do we think about that? Do aliens exist? That's the question of the day. Why do you think they exist, or why not? What would be a way that you could kind of figure out? Like, how do you look at this? Do you think they exist or they don't exist? What do you think? Out of the question, like impossible, Costas? You think like they don't exist at all? Why not? Hope so. Lolly, are you an alien? So pro-alien. Yeah, okay, there we go. Another fact about Venus is a black sheep because it spins the opposite way. So what do you guys think about that? Do aliens exist? That's a great question. Let's see what Google has to say about this whole thing. Do aliens exist? And how do we know? No one knows, Hanan? Yeah, right. What do we got? CNN? See, CNN's talking about aliens. Everybody's talking about aliens. It's the coolest thing to do right now. I think they do exist, Nady, yeah. And Enrique says, yeah, I think yes, the space is so vast, good word. Why only us? I agree, it's kind of big. Why would we be the only ones? And that's why I think you guys got to watch that TV show Cosmos, because it will really open your eyes and your mind about how big space is and how much we don't know. And that's kind of the most interesting part about it. So do aliens exist? Let's see. Nady's an alien? Okay, I knew it. I knew it, Nady. Another galaxy? Maybe not our galaxy, but maybe another one. Let's see. What does the internet say? Pros and cons. Oh, look, there's a pros and cons of aliens. There we go. So let's see what the pros are. So, oh, okay, I like it. So they actually organized the chat according to this. So let's talk about the first one. Here's the first thing that they say. So, thinking about, you can think, taking into account, thinking about the age and size of the universe, alien life exists with a high probability. Interesting. But on the other side, the cons. So pros, good, for, cons, against. Humans have not discovered any evidence supporting the existence of aliens. A little weigh that there. How do we define aliens, Costas? What are aliens? Are aliens just people who look different? Do they, maybe that's it. There's JB. What's up, JB? Their existence has yet to be proven. You're right, it has. Juvin says, we are not sure that they don't exist. A double negative. Confuse me, Juvin, but okay. Yeah, I hear you. They don't exist in reality, only in movies, Salua. All right, there we go. So it could be a figment of our imagination. Another galaxy. Saima says fairies exist. Oh my goodness, we got so much debate here. Let's do one more. Let's see what this is. If we widen our perspective and take into account think about that life could very well mean a non-carbon based or non-water based life form, then it is very likely that aliens exist. So they're saying that if we think this is life with no water, no carbon, what is life? Good question. See? Oh, you're onto something. You're onto something. What is life? So they're saying that, you know, maybe life in other places really doesn't look like us at all. Looks so different, right? But then on the con side, the creation of life by chance, by accident, may well be a fantastical, improbable event that it has happened only once. Interesting. Or the other idea was that life is so difficult to create that it didn't happen at all. Interesting. Cosmos is not on Netflix anymore? Okay, so I have a solution for you. If you want to know a website, there is a website called subsmovies.com, and they have TV shows and things, but be careful. Use your ad blocker, you know, the one that stops the advertisements. Then you can watch anything you want, but that's a website that you guys can use. What else we got here? Borka says, paradox Fermi, is this Latin? If space is so vast, why have we not heard no one? Maybe because it's so big, so far? I don't know, I'm not too sure. Nady says, because we assume that alien life is based on carbon, what if it is based on another element? So we wouldn't recognize that non-carbon based life. Oh, Nady, you've just blown my mind. Yeah, maybe we can't even see it, right? Maybe it's around us right now, but we can't see it. Who knows? Judah says, I believe we are not alone in this enormous space, the universe, as the smartest pieces. Smart Alec, very nice. Maybe they are among us, but yeah, there we go. Mind blown, Lolly. Yeah, what if they're around us right now? What's up, dude? How are you? Good day? Did you drink coffee today? No? Okay, whatever. That's interesting. Maybe they are. Maybe they're looking at us right now. Maybe they're laughing. They're like, wait a second, these guys are pretty dumb. Why haven't they figured it out yet? That's probably what's happening. Gertrude says, if the human beings don't have enough knowledge to recognize them, exactly, they're here. Nady's sure. Okay. And they're already among us. They are human-like. All right, so Juven thinks maybe similar to us. All right, let's do one more here. Life can thrive. Let me add that to your word. So thrive. Do you thrive? And if you thrive, it means do you live at a very good level? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not living my life. I'm thriving. Like, everything is going so well. So thriving is like, how do I explain thrive? I need an example. Let's go here. Good word, though. Thrive. Okay, so grow or develop vigorously. It's like very well. You grow very well, or you develop, improve a lot. You know, you thrive. Good word. Where else we here? Okay, so where's my next one here? So life can thrive, grow very well in extreme environments, crazy environments on Earth. So it is highly imaginable, very possible, that life can exist in extreme environments on other planets or celestial bodies. So basically, life here can be difficult. So if life here can be difficult, then it's possible that life can exist in other places. Con. According to the three Abrahamic religions, humans are the only intelligent species in the universe and were created by God. So there's counter-argument. The Abrahamic, there's a new word for you, religions. Okay, and there's a few more as well. So there you go. Aliens, oh my God, look at all these questions you can have. Very nice. Okay, Zuckerberg is an alien. That's what I thought. I figured, you know, he's got the Facebook. He knows stuff. Have you ever seen crop circles? I've seen pictures of crop circles. There was one in a town near here. There we go. Must be aliens, of course. Flourish, thrive, correct. All right, very nice, guys. So there we go. There was a little introduction just on the topic of space, just to get a little chat in there. So some vocab, great vocab. I've added to your document just a little bit of something new, and some of these you can use to describe space or other things like, you know, Brazil is a vast country. My house is spacious. That city is immense. Space is infinite. It's also ominous, mysterious, right? So a lot of these words you can use to talk about space, but you can also use it to talk about other things, uninhabitable, like ecosystem or something like that. E.T., we saw a picture of E.T. earlier. That was great. And I've taught you a very proud moment, very proud teacher moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways to say throw up. Welcome. Radiate, surface, bond. Okay, so a lot of space vocab, but it can be used for other things as well. So there we go. Alex, you're more than a little late. You're super late. The class is basically over. So you've kind of come right at the end. But anyways, guys, so there you go. So I've got really cool homework for you, and your homework is to go check out. If you've never seen this website before, a lot of people subscribe to this one. It's called I Love Science. And this is a cool one, and you can check it out, and they always have little facts. Sometimes you put this on like your Facebook feed, and you get some cool facts about space. I like that one. And then, of course, the other thing you should check out is the Interstellar movie, which is pretty awesome. I like this movie a lot. It's good. It's got, what's his name? He's good. Matthew McConaughey. Pretty awesome movie. Check it out. It's all about space, black holes, this kind of thing. Really awesome. Everybody talks about aliens, but in fact, nobody has proved anything. You're right. You're also right, Sylvia. We don't really know yet, but the possibilities are intriguing. So there we go. Hi, Noor. How are you? All right. So there we go. That's it. We talked about space today. We looked at a few interesting facts. So now your job is to go out and learn a little bit more about space, watch that movie, and if you want, go to that website I told you, subsmovies.com, and you can check out movies with subtitles and TV shows with subtitles anytime, but don't forget to use an ad blocker because sometimes you might find some naughty photos on there. Ad blocker, this one here, which will protect your computer, right? Stop ads. That's what you want to do. Get one of those before you go to that website that I told you about. What's the name of the movie? It's called Interstellar, Salua. And I think you should check it out. I think you will like it. It's got good acting, good direction. It's all good. So there we go. And that's what your homework is to do. Go check out and learn about space. That's it for me, everybody. I hope you guys have a great week. We'll chat with you next time. And keep it smart. We're going to be doing another smart lesson next week. If you are new, please come on back. If you're old, please come on back. We'd love to see you. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Have a great week. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
There for me, pulling back the reins, letting go again. I'm not afraid. I'm not. All my life, one page at a time, I'll show you my true colors. No, I won't apologize for the fire in my eyes. Let me show you my true colors. It ain't your rainbow. I'm not afraid. Something tells me I know nothing at all. I've escaped my capture, and I have no master. I promise with a lie that's broken by design. What I thought I knew has been swallowed by the truth. It's time to light the flame right before it rains. I'm not afraid. I'm not. All my life, one page at a time, I'll show you my true colors. No, I won't apologize Not afraid. Bricks on your waist, front way, back way. You know that I don't play. Streets not safe, but I never run away. Even when I'm away, OT, OT. There's never much left when we go OT. I pray to make it back in one piece. I pray, I pray. That's why I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. Baby, I like it slow. Baby, baby, Bricks on your waist, front way, back way. You know that I don't play. Streets not safe, but I never run away. Even when I'm away, OT, OT. There's never much left when we go OT. I pray to make it back in one piece. I pray, I pray. That's why I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. Tell me now, I need to know, where do you wanna go? 'Cause if you're down, I'll take it slow, make you lose control. 'Cause if you're down, 'cause if you're down, 'cause if you're down.